Oh, Trump lost. Let's talk about that. So, um, Trump lost. I'll be discuss and like so yeah. First off, salam alaikum guys. How are you guys doing? And yeah, I have not been uploading that many videos recently because for most of those like last 7 months or 4 months, um, yes, yeah, 7 months, I mean, it's six, almost 7 months. For most of those almost 6 months, um, or 9 months, um, I had no computer, and like I only got a computer recently, like a month ago, a Dell G5, and I was trying to find time to like do like videos. So yeah, here I am. I know this video is late for the election. So yeah, but like the good side of doing this video late is because like there won't be like many uh, uh, like not unconfirmed results. Basically, Trump like lost. Basically, though he did better than most polls suggested. So yeah, I kind of find his number ironic, because he got the same amount of electoral votes that Hillary did in the 2016 election. I kind of find that ironic and kind of funny. Um, so yeah, I'll be talking about two candidates and what might happen in the future. Especially so yeah. Um, uh, First off, um, Biden won, yeah, but he didn't win decisively against Trump. There's like a lot of there's he won the House of Representatives, the Democrats, but they did not win the Senate. Now, the results might change. Trump might win the presidency, but as each day passes, that like probability like decreases, and yeah. Um, and like he's trying to file like legal challenges, but most of them are failing miserably, and yeah. um the only like most of the seats have been confirmed, and have been already chosen, with the exception of Georgia. There's a recount that's going to happen. I don't know, it might Trump might win it, Trump might lose it, still lose it. He might even lose it with a greater even margin. He might lose Georgia with a greater margin. So yeah, I mean, Trump keeps on saying many of these votes are fraudulent and stuff, but in reality, okay, yes, some of them might be fraudulent, but some votes might be fraudulent that might hurt you, Trump. Some Republican votes might be fraudulent as well. So yeah, so yeah. Um, I'm currently like in Florida. So like let's talk about my state that I live in, Florida. Um, or no, let's like give the full like overview first over the election, then do go into specifics. Um, Here's the thing, Biden didn't win the Senate. Um, I think Biden, the reason why he did not win the Democrats did not win like a decisive victory, is because the reason that the Democrats did not win a decisive victory, yeah, the main reason is that they did not elect Bernie Sanders. They should have went with Bernie Sanders, by the way. Actually, to be honest with you, they should have went with Bernie Sanders. Um, yeah, I think that they should have went with that. So they should have went with Bernie Sanders. That's the reason why the Democratic Party currently is weak. Like the reason that the Democratic Party is so weak right now is because the leadership is like many of the leadership is incompetent, and they do not realize that they need Bernie Sanders and other people like him, yeah, actual progressives to to get more votes, because here's the thing, like the reason why Hillary lost the 2016 election was that many Democrats were demoralized, yeah, and like hated Hillary because she like tried to kick out Bernie Sanders, and she did. That's why many Democrats like did not vote for Hillary in protest and did not want to vote. And many Democrats like that did not want to vote preferred Hillary over Trump, but they were so demoralized to the point where they like did not want to vote for Hillary because they said she was gonna win either way. Um, and some Democrats even voted for Trump just to spite Hillary. So yeah. Um, Though I think many people voted for Biden right now. Biden won because because uh, the number one reason is this: many of the people that voted for Biden think that the things are going to go back to normal. Yeah, because when Trump won, actually no, when 2015 started, yeah, even 2014, like that's weird. Like the insanity tried to hit up mainstream, especially in 2015. Like here's the thing, like many Democrats think that if Biden like gets into the White House, he will get rid of Corona. He will help the country get rid of Corona. He will help the economy and stuff like that. However, here's the thing, like that won't happen. Now, now, um, the now, and the reason why Biden won is because uh, uh um many people like hate like Trump and they just want him out. Even some other Republicans. So yeah, I think the main reason that Joe Biden won was because of Corona and the stimulus checks, and because many people that voted for Biden think that he is gonna give the people stimulus checks. If Corona did not infect the U.S., yeah, if Corona had not infected the U.S., I think um that this election would have went differently. Yeah, here's the thing. Like if the U.S. did not have, was not affected by Corona, if the U.S. Let's go into like alternate an alternate history scenario. Yeah, if if Corona did not infect the U.S. or did not like infect many countries across the globe. Yeah, I think if the Democratic Party went with Biden in this scenario, where the Corona was not as common as it is right now, I think Trump would have won in a landslide. That's what I think. I think Trump would have won in a landslide, not even in landslide. Like maybe like he got up like, but he would have won with a good margin. If like the Corona did not interfere with Trump's presidency. That's why. Um, because and here's the thing, like Joe Biden, like if he was chosen in a scenario where there was no like coronavirus, I think Biden would do horribly, really horrible, and he would lose the election badly in this scenario. So yeah, many Democrats won't vote for him, and some Democrats would even vote for Trump in protest. And many of the Democrats that might prefer Biden over Trump won't vote for Biden because they're demoralized. They don't want to vote for Biden because they wanted Bernie. And yeah, that's pretty much it. and the Democrats that might have that would vote for Biden, many of them wanted Bernie Sanders instead, but they will like vote for Biden just to get rid of Trump in the scenario where there was no coronavirus. So yeah, guys, let's pay attention to the policies of Joe Biden if he uh, gets the White House in January. Here's the thing, Biden. Like Biden is it's from what I heard of him and from what I know of him so far, he's not a good choice for Egypt. I would have preferred Trump to have won because they're saying um now I prefer like in my self interest in my best interest Biden would have been better because he would have given me money as it same as checks. But here's the thing, Biden does not like Sisi. He does not like Sisi, and he would try to go into them interfere. He would try to interfere in the politics of Egypt. And I don't want that. You see, Trump during his presidency, like he supported Sisi, like he was okay. He was kind of friendly to Sisi. Like he was not like he had no ill feelings towards Sisi, um, or the Egyptian or the current Egyptian government. However, Biden might have very bad feelings towards the president of Egypt and the current government of Egypt. Because you have to realize that Joe Biden was Obama's friend, and Obama was sided against Egypt with the Muslim Brotherhood, and Biden might support the Muslim Brotherhood in his presidency when he gets if he gets a White House. Now, now, here's the thing, yeah, Joe Biden. I think what will happen in his presidency, there's like multiple scenarios of what I will think, what I think will happen. Okay, so let's get to scenario number one, and this might be the most like realistic and like was the most reasonable scenario. He would be a mediocre president. Like here's the thing, um, here's the thing, Biden, yeah, might be a mediocre president. Like would he might try to do like a stimulus package. Yeah, but here's the thing, like I think the Republican Senate like he will would block it. That's what I think. I think Joe Biden will be his presidency will be a mediocre presidency. That's just like trying to stall the Bernie bro Democrats. That's what I think. Um, and here's the thing, Biden, like if like the Democratic Party remains the way it is, like I don't think they would win 2024. It's the next election as it comes out of 2020. So yeah, I think in scenario number one, Joe Biden would be a mediocre president that might interfere or might not interfere in the politics of Egypt, and he might interfere in the politics of Turkey as well. Because from what I know, like he also does not like Erdogan. Now I don't like Erdogan, but I don't want Biden to intervene into his affairs. Like I don't want him to interfere into any Muslim majority countries' affairs. Um, mm, so yeah, because like I don't want him to go to war with Turkey or like try to hurt a Muslim majority country. Now, now, um, I think the most realistic scenario is that he would go. He would be he would go to the White House in January 20th or whatever the date is, um, and have a mediocre presidency for 4 years where nothing really happens. Um, it would be like Obama's later term, kind of, but less eventful. So yeah, and like there would be less like social policy being passed. I don't think Biden would pass any new laws, or any he might like pass like a stimulus check, one stimulus check after he gets into office, and then if it passes, like if it passes, that is, I think I think he would have a hard time if it has to be like one stimulus package in his presidency due to the like is Republican Senate seats. So yeah, I think like there would be one stimulus package for like if it passes, but not anything else unless like things get really desperate and we have like a full year of like a mediocre presidency. It will be like how under Obama. So yeah, yeah, and he might like where and he would might try to interfere with in the politics of Egypt. He might like try to piss off Sisi, and he might try to piss off like Turkey, like but he won't like do pages or anything like that. Yeah, and he won't be able to do anything or pass like a law in the US like increase the minimum wage or something like that. So yeah, I think I think Biden is the status quo president. Like he like the status quo will remain. Nothing would really happen during his presidency. Nothing eventful. So yeah, that's scenario one. Scenario two. Um, Biden might get into a war with a country. Now let me hear you out. Okay. Let me tell you guys something. Okay. This scenario two. Okay. Like scenario two, like he gets like a war to into he gets into a war with another country. That's scenario two. Like he will like the things that happen in scenario one will happen, but with a war with another country added on top of it. That's scenario two, basically. Uh, Now there are two targets that he might go to war with: Turkey or Egypt. Okay, so I don't think Egypt would that would be that likely. Um, but I think Turkey might be a little bit likely since Erdogan is kind of like hot-headed and like he's like kind of really aggressive in some issues. I think like for like Biden might like try to control Turkey if he sides against Turkey. That is, like I don't know if he what his future policies are. Like I don't know what he will do when he gets into the White House. But but like this is just like speculation. Um, he yeah he like might he might try to like try to like decrease Turkey's influence. He might like pass like he might like put sanctions on Turkey. He might like put like sanction like put he might even put sanctions on Egypt. But I don't think he would fully invade it unless like something like unless he messes up really bad. So yeah, I don't think he would like mess with Egypt or anything like that. He might like mess with Egypt, but he would also mess with Turkey at the same time. But if in fact he might if in fact he might mess with Turkey even more in scenario two because he like because Erdogan is really like aggressive. So yeah, so yeah. Now there's two sub scenarios in scenario two. Now he might like try to curb Turkey's influence, but also try to interfere in the politics of Egypt and try to support the Muslim Brotherhood there. Like he might like try like because Biden like he really doesn't care. He just wants to, like a balance of power type of thing. Like so yeah, like he doesn't want two sides to overpower each other. So yeah, so yeah, so that's why like he might like try to curb to he would that's why he might try to stop Egypt's sphere of influence and Turkey's sphere of influence. That might happen. Okay, because you have to realize that like but Biden like um in his interest, in what in his views, he thinks that things should be like balanced in the Middle East. Like he'd like try to piss off Turkey and Egypt at the same time. Um, now, now the two sub scenarios of scenario two. He tried to interfere in the politics of Egypt and Turkey. Yeah, but he'll end up interfering in the politics of Turkey even more due to how hotted Erdogan's personality is. Erdogan might say something bad to Biden, or he might try to do something. He might double down. He might like do like a border conflict with Greece and fighting over an island. And Biden might like place even the harsher sanctions on Turkey and like might try to instigate like rebellion and like try to support the Turkish opposition to Erdogan. Yeah, and he might. Try to interfere in the politics of Egypt, but to a lesser degree than Turkey, and he might like do some sanctions, but not as severe as the sanctions in Turkey, and try to support the Muslim brothers in Egypt, and try to like bully Sisi and do the things that Obama was doing during his presidency after Sisi took over Egypt. So yeah, that's sub scenario one of scenario two. Sub scenario two of scenario two. Now, he is sub scenario two of two is now there might be like other scenarios of this like there might be other sub scenarios of scenario one of scenario two. Sorry, scenario two. So yeah, like there might be other sub scenarios. Like I could think of more. Like there are like two other scenarios. Like so, there's two. I mean, four sub scenarios of scenario two. So it might happen. Okay. One is the worst case scenario. No, no, not one. I mean, four is the worst case scenario. Three is like a very bad scenario, and two is like somewhat of a bad scenario. Okay. The so yeah. Um. So what was I saying? And how much time it has been capturing? Oh yeah, by the way, did you guys notice that I cut my hair? So yeah, like I cut my hair short. I cut it was really long. I cut it like about like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, my hair grows really fast. Like it grew like after like 2 months. Like it will be like the standard length of my hair. So yeah, so yeah, um, so yeah. Let's continue with Biden with sub scenario two of scenario two. Okay. Um, scenario two of scenario two. Um, okay. Scenario two of scenario two. Okay. Scenario one, like it's like scenario one is like I explained it already. Scenario two is like scenario one, but with even more intervention. Scenario two is like scenario one, but with more intervention on Egypt and Turkey. So sub scenario two of scenario two. I think that the sub scenario two of scenario two um, um, might like do like a war with Turkey. Like for example, like for example, um, uh, Now, when I say war, like I mean like a more escalated war. Like is a sub scenario one of scenario two. It just includes like border skirmishes and like fights of islands, and not full on like war. Now, scenario two, sub scenario two of scenario two. Um, Trump, no, Biden. I'm sorry that I started. Like I know, like I might see retarded to many people that might watch this, but no, I'm not like retarded. Like I just like think a lot and like I do lots of like analysis. Like if you see my writings, like you won't see like you won't see as much stutter. So yeah, I do like usually do better in writing. How okay, so sub scenario two of scenario two. Um, Basically it's like so basically he still intervenes in the politics of Turkey and Egypt, but he intervenes in the politics of Turkey even more than Egypt, and it leads to war. Like basically, like Erdogan gets hot headed and like tries to like attack, like tries to like to take over some Greek islands, yeah, and like push his weight around, and like try to invade more parts of like Syria, like try to like fund like rebel groups across like different countries, um, and like um, and like tries to like annex like Cyprus and like tries to like have like mm, a border skirmish with Greece. All right, yeah, like a good border skirmish with Greece and Bulgaria, to the point where it like leads to a war, and like Biden like does even more sanctions upon them and like, tries to destroy Turkey's economy, and Turkey like it fights the Bulgarians and the Greece, and Biden like tries to go to war with Turkey, and and like and due to the Senate being majority Republican, and like many Republicans, by the way, guys, Trump is like a very different type of Republicans than most of the Republicans. Like Trump is less of a warmonger, but many Republicans in the Senate are like warmongers. They like war. So I think that's where like the Senate like comes to the disadvantage. That's where the U.S. Senate comes to the disadvantage of the the of many Muslim countries. Like basically, like if Biden tries to go to war with a Muslim country, I think, I think the Republican Senate will support him, and he would be at war with a Muslim country. So yeah, due to them like being majority Republican, and some Democrats like support war against the Turkey as well. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, yeah. So basically, Biden tries to go to war, and the Senate agrees with Biden going to war against Turkey. So yeah, Biden goes to war with Turkey. Biden tries to go to war with Turkey, and he tries to ask the Congress and the Senate. Yeah, yeah. Biden tries to go to war with Turkey, and the Senate agrees, and he decrees war on Turkey. Um, so yeah, and they're at war with Turkey right now. Now Turkey is fighting three different countries: Greece, um, Bulgaria, but I don't think. Uh, maybe Bulgaria, maybe Bulgaria, maybe Bulgaria, but definitely Greece. Um, yeah, so yeah, um, he fights a war with so Erdogan like fights America and Greece. So yeah, now if that happens, maybe some countries might join in. Like for example, like Syria, for example, like might join in the war and tries to like take back the areas that were taken over, along with the Kurds. Now, the war might go like different in multiple different ways, and this is true for like sub scenario three of scenario two as well, because yeah, no, not sub scenario three, sub scenario four of scenario two. So yeah, because there are four sub scenarios in scenario two, and yeah,